Hello everyone, this is Bobbin Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. Today, we're going to be hanging out with the Druids.
You must pass your knowledge on. I'm no trout that must get to its spawning ground. I shall do what I please, now leave me be.
As you can plainly see.
Lady leaves a bit me. Master. Yes, yes. He'll be 2 pinches.
Want to talk to you.
But I do not wish to speak. Leave. You distress me.
You seem a nice enough guy.
Well, I'm not. I plan never to be. I became a druid to avoid others. To not have to deal with them. Not to smile when I don't wish to feign compassion when someone's travails matter less to me than a pair of birch cones. So I shall be straight. Get out of my sight. Before something, I know not what, deprives you of yours.
I want you to share your knowledge. Teach me alchemy.
You? My apprentice? That's rich. While you're at it, why did you ask Uderic if he'll share Spikerog with you?
I'm serious.
Is that so? Don't make me laugh. I've devoted my life to alchemy. Son, literally. Spent countless days and nights with nothing but alembics, choking on fumes, scorching my skin with acids. If you think I'll simply portray to you what I learned through years of sacrifice and toil, then you're mistaken. Deeply.
Can I convince you somehow?
Oh, gods. You're as bothersome as a gadfly before a storm. Though I am preparing to perform a rather tricky ritual. So I could use some help. Even yours. I require 3 favors. Do them for me, and I shall accept you as my apprentice.
Well, there's a way after all.
Get off your high horse and listen. First, you must bring me a pimpernel from the Muskogan forest. Second, I need a bottle of spirit from the old distillery on Hale Hill. Finally, convince Fritjof to help me perform the rite. He's a druid like I am. You'll find him near Blandara. I believe he's there on a matter of some import. So, what will it be?
This Fritjof, who is he?
A Vedamaker, huh? You don't know the word, do you? And I pledge to make you my apprentice. A Vedamaker is a druid who can manipulate the weather. Stop a storm, cause hail, make lightning turn your enemy to ash. I advise to address him with the utmost respect, if you value your life.
Spirit. Why do you need that?
As you must know, potential apprentice, alcohol is the base for all potions. Superior alcohol means a higher quality potion. This spirit has no equal. Its strength, its flavor. Unfortunately, the distillery atop Hale Hill has fallen into disrepair. We've lacked a source ever since. But you'll manage somehow, won't you? You're so confident.
A pimpernel. Far as I know, it's got no use in alchemy apart from...
Would you teach your grandmother to suck eggs? It's not any pimpernel, but the one that grows in the Muskogan forest. And if the rumors are true, a creature jealously guards all the herbs growing there.
Forest creature jealously guarding some secrets? Sounds familiar. All right, I'll do it. But this ritual you want to perform, what's that about?
If you wish to be my apprentice, you must stop asking questions. I decide what to tell you and when to do it. Now go. Chop chop, before I change my mind. I've told you what you must do. Why
Didn't mean to talk to him a second time there. But I will investigate his living quarters, which is basically this sort of hut dug out of the earth beneath these rocks.
It's true. No lie in the legends.
But then there are some other druids around here. Thought I might take a look around. Fall into a crevice or two.
A witcher! Oi! Step over here!
Heard you calling.
Aye, 'cause I was. I thank Mother Nature she didn't skimp on my voice, as she did with some others I know.
See, one of us, a gill, went mute all of a sudden. No spell or potion helps him. But it is said strong emotions and experiences can restore speech. So I thought perhaps you might... I'll pay you, of course. Give you an excellent Gwent card.
Suppose I could try, but I wouldn't even know where to start. You want me to scare him?
Aye, good, good. That should do it. Scare, irritate, whatever you wish, provided you do him no harm. You can usually find a gill near the hallowed oak. Oh man, he's probably praying in his heart for a cure.
Alright, well this sounds easier. I might as well do it first.
Wish to try to summon the ting, all because he dared brandish his axe.
And a lonely note.
Alright, doesn't look like the druid in question is in there. I was just looking around anyhow. Seeing if there were other named characters. Ah, appears to be some sort of altar up here. Next to the giant oak tree, naturally. And don't appear to be any sort of druidic barrows on that side. Oh, this is one, though. In fact, it's got a merchant in here. A sleeping merchant. Sleeping merchant I can't interact with because he is sleeping. But I can at least still steal his beer. Alright, maybe we should go deal with the taciturn druid here.
Are you the silent druid? Oh yeah. Dumb question. They ever try to cure you some other way? Give you potions or herbs? Not just mute. Seems he's deaf too. When do you lose your voice? Can you show me? Hold up some fingers? Charming man. Doesn't look like we'll figure much out talking. So long. Talking won't get me anywhere.
Alright. Well, looks like he's got a set of cauldrons on a line there. Of course, I can't harm him, so I shouldn't do anything with the sword.
They ever try... no.
Not sure what I was trying with that.
Tin pots. Stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he's asleep.
But yeah.
Maybe he'll say something if I put out his fire.
Sure is a lot of noise. Although I think I need to use Igni to put out the fire. I might as well do that tin pot thing if he decides to go to sleep. No, he's just meditating right now. So that's not too helpful. Still meditating. Still meditating. Still meditating. I mean, I don't really mind. I'm getting more light here, but... Alright, he does not seem to care about the fire. There might be a third thing I need to do, but I'm not seeing it anywhere around. Something to do while he's meditating. Because he sure isn't stopping meditating.
I shall name evil wherever I find it.
Might just leave that for later. Interesting. The quest updated. Yeah, one benefit of waiting.
Welcome to the Sacred Grove.
Looking for someone who'd know some master alchemist formulae.
Then you're looking for Grimmist. Never heard of anyone who would know more about plants and their attributes than he.
Where can I find him?
Here in the Grove, he's got a grotto. But Grimmist, well, he's a tad eccentric. And he stopped taking on apprentices ages ago.
What do you druids deal in these days?
So yeah, the other benefit is that the druid merchant is now awake. Sadly, though, he seems to have a relatively limited selection of items. All of them for alchemy.
Farewell.
Aside from the one potion that allows you to reset your skill slots. But a lot of people sell those.
I shall name evil wherever I find it.
Alright,
And grant our foes
he's finally asleep now. And I apparently need to be careful about where I aim my Ard. As it is, yes, he was trying to sleep, and I woke him up by banging the pots. And he gave me the finger.
Tin pots. Stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he's asleep. In shock therapy, for instance. Maybe he'll say something if I put out his fire.
Okay, now it's telling me what to do. Is to anger the hornets so that they attack him while he's meditating. Yep, and he gives me the finger. And now he will go up to his fire, and so messing with that should be number 3.
Piss off already, you! Oh, nay. My vow of silence. Oh, Lord, no. 3 years. 3 years! Not a word, not a peep! Until today, you made me break my vow. Happy?
Oh, sorry. Someone tricked me, I thought.
Boo-hoo-hoo! My deepest sympathies! Now get out of my sight, you imbecile!
So yeah, it turns out that druids have a sense of humor and prefer practical jokes.
Ha! Heard him screaming, clear over here. Grand work, Witcher. Your reward, as promised.
Don't like being played for a fool. Remember that, or next time, you'll be the one left speechless.
Well, at least I got a unique Gwent card out of the problem. Yorveth. Ooh. That's one of the heroes of the Scoia'tael deck from the second game. Anyway, so at this point, I've got the threefold quest. And the signpost conveniently over here.
Fierce frosts we had this winter. Half the hives on Speaker Rock failed to last until the fall.
White frost is nigh? That the prophecies are true?
Hard to say. One thing is certain. Spring comes later every year.
Thought that was interesting enough to listen to. Anyway, we got 3 things to do here. One of them's at the distillery that I visited earlier, and sure enough, yeah, going there and getting the signpost came in handy. Also means I don't have to kill nearly as many enemies as I did last time. However, this Cyclops is certainly new. Ah, dang. That one really hurt. And more than that, this guy is not taking a lot of damage. He really should have rolled out of the way of that a little bit earlier. But then that's why I decided that this one was worth some potions.
Cyclops won't bother me anymore. Can look around peacefully now.
But yeah, the fact that druids are practical jokers makes me think that this mission that we're on, which hasn't been explained to us, might not be exactly what we were expecting. Especially considering how he praised the taste of this particular brew. Apparently that Cyclops is the reason...
Distilling recipes. Parchment's a little faded, but legible.
Okay. This is an order of instructions. Put the mash in, light the fire, cool the condenser, using the right then left lever. Sounds simple enough. And as a matter of fact, the note indicates that this should be simple enough that anyone working here had better know how to do it. Anyway, should find the mash first. But yeah, it sounds like that Cyclops is the reason why this distillery is abandoned. He just showed up one day looking for a drink. Alright, no mash in there yet. Well, there's this ladder. Maybe it's up?
Got lucky. Bit of mash left.
Hooray. And Geralt's leg armor is doing some weird thing where it's just clipping through his legs.
Here's where the mash goes. Probably. Done. Now to boil the mash.
Okay, there's an Igni point there. Can't really interact with it, but I can. Just cast some Igni.
Ought to be enough. Time to cool it down.
Alright, right, then left. Just to be sure. Alright, I got it right. Let's do this in the proper order.
Well, well. Turns out I'm quite the distiller.
And I am aware that distilled drink is ready to imbibe immediately, but it's usually better to wait a few months or years before doing so. Anyway, I did notice that the next place I need to go is relatively close by, so I figure
That's it, Roach.
instead of taking the road signs, I would just race down the mountain along this narrow path. How do they get all the distilling equipment up there? Doesn't seem wide enough for wagons, but maybe it's just been so many years. But then how do they get the distilled liquids down from there? Oh well.
Pollen on the leaves still. Someone picked the bloom recently.
And someone's angry at me. It's just a white wolf.
Another seeker of Pimpernel.
Another?
Gremis has sent countless young druids into the forest. They emerge drained, with a blank stare, and with no flower. And they never speak of what happened. I've asked Gremis to stop the folly. He looked at me and laughed. But the fun's over. One of our novices, Raymond, has failed to return. I've come to find him, alive or dead.
What do you know about this forest?
Not much. Funny, isn't it? A druid should know every tree, every bush. That even we know not to venture to some parts of the isle. We can subdue animals, but not monsters. And the word is, one has made its lair here.
A Leshen? An Axabron?
Sadly, I don't know. As I said, those who have entered do not speak of who or what they saw.
Listen, you're looking for a druid, I'm looking for a flower. Let's go in together.
Why not? I could use the help of a tracker. Lead the way.
Flower. No petals.
Alright, but in which direction do we go? Aha.
Hoofprints, but of bipeds.
That indicates something very particular. A monster who is, if not aggravated, generally not harmful. Oh, hang on. Footprints now. Lots of them.
Oh, no. Oh, stop, please. Haha. Oh, this is great. No, stop. Please. Stop it, that tickles. Oh, two can play this game, you horny goat woman.
Unhand him, hellish creature. Raymond, step away from her.
Calm down. I've not been harmed. I came here.
You don't know what you're saying. She's cast a spell on you.
Nonsense. I need no spell. These boys come here themselves. In fact, I must use magic to drive them away, make them go home. Only Raymond was nice, so I let him stay.
I see through your lies. Your wretched charm won't work on me. I shall kill you here and now, monster.
Come on.
I don't see any reason to kill her. She's a monster, sure, but a sentient one, and basically harmless.
No such thing. Just as there's no dry water, no cold fire. But if you'll not help, very well. I shall tend to her myself.
I'd advise against it.
I will return. With one who does not carry a sword for show.
Why did you take my side? I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed. I don't generally couple with witches, especially not out of gratitude.
Let's not bug her with annoying questions.
Can't think of another way you can repay me. I'm looking for Pimpernel. You know this forest. Maybe you could help me.
I shall take you myself. And you, Raymond, go pick some more violets. Just the indigo ones this time.
Indigo? You mean blue?
No, indigo is indigo. Men.
Why you need all these flowers?
Nosy, aren't you? Wait and see.
But yeah, in this series, succubi just really aren't that dangerous. Unless you try and kill them, in which case they defend themselves, and well, that's true about anyone.
Pretty, don't you think? Bellflowers, violets, kingcups, pimpernels. I must pick some edelweiss. Take one, but no more. I've put a lot of work into making this cavern cozy.
Fair enough. She doesn't seem interested in talking any further, so I guess we should just go. Anyway, we do have one last thing to be doing around here, which is finding Fritjof.
Every man on the continent's so bloodless.
I think he's referring to how pale Geralt is. Huh, more wolves. And that looks like an Ericus off in the distance. An Ericus that scared off the wolves, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I've got to get to Blondare, which is just down the road in this direction. But before I do, might as well do a little monster hunting. Succubus might not be that dangerous, but this thing certainly is. Of course, what's really dangerous about the succubus is that she's a woman, in charge of her own sexuality. Right, anyway, let's get the heck through this forest at a good pace. That's a whole bunch of wolves. Through another weather change that is very immediate. Up past some ruins. And from here down into the village.
Watch yourself, white hair.
Tell me, lad, was it hard killing that vermin?
Foreigner, watch your step.
Alright, looks like we're here.
Once I begin, you must all enter your homes. Shut the window. Lock the doors.
I don't like this. Nothing. Shouldn't be risking your life for us. Seems to me this meat's got worms. You say.
Worms? Worms on your brain. Them things make worms here. Don't like me, go chase some grass.
You Fritjof?
That's right. And what do they call you, Witcher?
Me? Drifter, stranger, mutant. Sometimes even by my name. Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! A man with a sense of humor. I like that. Well, what can I do for you, Geralt of Rivia?
Gremist wanted me to summon you. Need you to help him perform a ritual.
A ritual? Will this one stop him from being a mean old goat? I would go see him for old time's sake, but I've more important matters on my mind. Look about you. The ground. See how dry it is. It's not rained for weeks. The grass and pastures has withered. Sheep are starving. I must bring rain, but fear that... Wait just a moment. Perhaps you could help me.
How? I'm a man of many talents, but manipulating the weather's not one of them.
I have in mind a different skill, involving your sword. You see, Mother Nature dislikes it when you take something from her by force. She will defend herself. So fiercely, in fact, that I could use a defender myself. What do you say?
Sure, I'll help, provided you go see Gremist afterwards.
Agreed. Now follow me. Time for a little storm.
The great coin says you can't beat the giant.
Looks like that wolf dog is,
Animal sacrifice?
Should we burn folk at the stake as they do on the continent? Better a sacrifice of goats and sheep, I think.
We'll stick together.
chop its head right off.
Skuka Svarm Fatna Hala!
It's starting.
Oh. Bringing on foglets. Kind of makes sense.
Blotter Himmel, Blotter Moiler, Flacker of Blixtar!
They are kind of aligned with changing weather and high humidity. But it looks like the wolf dog
Lots of them.
was the original protector for the Druid. Oh, damn. Come on. Get over here. At least they go down easy.
Blotter Himmel, Blotter Moiler!
Storm, damn it.
I've not managed a storm that fine for ages. Did you see the drops? The size of eggs.
A little busy tending to the foglets. They weren't small either.
Ah yes, unfortunately they always emerge. But perhaps that's for the best.
For the best. Why?
If manipulating the weather carried no risks, it'd not give me peace. Make it rain, make the sun shine. Some would want storms, others a sea calm as a pond frozen over. This way folk petition me only when their need is great, not because they've had a whim.
I get it. There are times I wish I didn't have to chase this necker or that drowner. Will you go see Gremist now?
With pleasure. After a storm of those proportions, I shall gladly have her to help him with his ritual. Till then.
Have a drink. These may provide those as well. You know, this is an empty field, but it is full of plants. Anyway, let's just indicate the Blandara signpost. And from there we can return straight to the Druids. Yeah, it sounds like going after the Pimpernel in the forest is just sort of a sub-practical joke. It's unrelated to the other practical joke of getting booze and a drinking companion together. Anyway, door to his place is over here, so I have to come in from this angle.
Did everything you asked.
Phenomenal, my boy! So, Fritjof, shall we begin?
The sooner the better. We've a long night ahead of us.
The ritual is only for members of the inner circle. Thus, my dear apprentice, you must wait outside. Under no circumstances must you enter. We shall begin your tutelage come morn.
Will you finally tell me what the ritual's about?
Nay. No one likes a meddler. Suffice to say, it's a burning matter now. Shoot!
Yeah, burned in your throat, I'll bet. Alright, no instructions except to wait for the next day, so I guess some meditation is in order. And no, you can't go in and interrupt. Alright, so is it the next dawn or the next 24 hours? Looks like it's the latter. I am a bit curious. Yeah, it's noon the next day. Still doesn't qualify. There we go. Yeah, 24 hours.
I must have another. That's good stuff.
Aye, there's the base from Mosh Gordon. And Spirit from Hale Hell. Good times, Fritjof. Good times. Finally, something other than damn potions and transmutations.
Guess the ritual's not over yet.
Good. I thought I told you to stay outside. Only Druids in the inner circle.
Circle Smirkle, let the boy have some fun. He's earned it.
Fine. Pour yourselves on. Good. Let the lessons begin.
Might as well. I earned it.
Drink hard and study hard. I like the idea.
Yeah. I call it stimulation and assimilation. First you stimulate, and then you assimilate. Shut down. Let's start with ingesting toxins. Best approach, practice makes perfect.
I've practiced a lot already. Good thing.
I'll make learning my secret method easier. Look, you take the potion like this, and gulp.
Who said old age is a burden?
Gotta love a bunch of people calling Geralt young. Like he isn't older than any of them.
What do you want now? I taught you all I know.
Gwent. Ever play the game?
If your question is, would I be interested in playing you? The answer is simple. No.
Afraid of losing? I understand.
Very well. I'll draw your deck. Win. And I'll give you my best card.
So, yeah. Incidentally, that questline is mandatory if you want to concoct the third tier of alchemy ingredients, which for the oils is pretty much the first tier in which they are actually useful. Oh, okay. Just passing immediately. I can handle that. Our card count is the same, but not after I start stealing your spies. Well, stealing my spies back. Might end up stealing his spies, though. He's also got a Nilfgaard deck. Oh, rain in the back row. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? Yeah, might as well. This is still the second round. And I can afford to lose it. Damn. All the weather cards, huh? Well, why not complete the set? See what happens. That's a neutral card, by the way, that he just played, the vampire. Long story. I won't get into it now because the game gets into it later. But yeah. If nothing else is valuable, might as well play all your heroes, right? And since every card is worth 1, this Scorch will clear out the deck if I want it to. And I do. It's 3 to 1. Ooh, ooh. And that means he gets to resurrect my spy, which means I get to steal it back. I'm liking this plan better and better. Alright, of course it's going to resurrect more cards, but it's not going to be worth much. Not in this weather. And hey, what do you know? I got another hero card out of that exchange. Oh, that's not a good sign. And actually, I can kill, yeah, 3 cards with 1 dragon. Okay. Might as well take my dragon back. Can't even use his. Alright, doesn't look like my cards can actually beat his. But then, a little clear weather at the end of the day, so to speak. No, I don't think I'm going to challenge him, because he is out of cards. And I have got at least 1 more.
You won. I believe you're ready to challenge Madman Lugos. I do wonder if he'll agree to play you for his Katakan.
Oh, wow, that's a good one. Mysterious Elf, the neutral spy card who is worth 0. I'm gonna have to put that one in. And until then, apparently good old Madman Lugos is another unique Gwent player.
Eat our ways, Drifter.
I should go have a talk. Sorry I haven't dealt with your son yet, but card games take precedence, as I'm sure you understand.
Well, what is it?
2 clans on 1 island.
A neighbor is one who lives
In the days of
doesn't
Gwent. Know the game?
the gulls shed off cliffs. Let's see your deck. It's been a dull day. We'll play for my Katakan.
Show me what you can do.
So Katakan is a monster, so I'm pretty sure he's got a monster deck. Now, what to remove? Don't really have many low-value cards left. Just a bunch of heroes. A couple neutral cards that have very useful properties. It might be time to remove the Impera Brigade from action, but until then, I can have a 23 card deck. It's not going to be that harmful, especially compared to a 22 card deck. And as it is, I've got 2 spies in my hand. So as he throws out his worthless neckers in force, I am building up my deck my hand quite significantly. And let's see, all of that for 21. Playing my dragon, bring that down to 14. So 1 more card that I can resurrect later, and the round is mine. And since I get to start out, I am taking my spy back. Now he might have a resurrection card in the form of Yennefer, but aside from that, it is not something that the monster deck can do. And what they can do, of course, is apply the Commander's Horn to the front row, as per usual. And while my decoys might not be useful in recovering the interesting. Yes, as my decoys might not be useful in recovering spy cards played against me, I can use them to constantly play my dragon over and over. Not that I'm going to need to, because his last card was a second torrential rain. That's kind of sad, honestly.
Dying to gut ye. And then they'd say Lugos had gone even madder. Take my catacan and sod off.
Sweet. Yep. Vampire. A catacan is a type of vampire. And for completing Gwent Skellige style, I got another Emir card. Obviously, I'm not going to switch away from the one that I've already got, but I am aiming to complete the set. Also, I'm not aiming to search that lower right arm. And I am not seeking to search that southeastern island just yet. So, I'm going to go after this guy first.
Greetings. You know me?
Aye, I've heard of you. Don't recall exactly why, but I'm sure it was unsavory.
Heard you, hold fights here.
Ye heard right. Try your luck if you like.
Who's my opponent?
Haha, curiosity's bit you, eh? His name's Grim. Ooh. He's a lumberjack. Spends winters brawling in taverns. Tried to win the championship this season, but twaddle, nothing came of it.
I'm ready.
Fight mercilessly, but do it with honor.
Guy's reinforced his arms with chainmail there. Now that's what I call putting weights in your gloves. Yeah, it was kind of annoying that he got that first swing in while the game was still fading in.
That's enough of that.
But aside from that one little bump, that was a fairly easy fight.
Geralt the Traveler wins it! Freya, damn it. If brawling's in your nature and you care to continue, there's Einar still to fight.
Doing in the Isles. Beware the bandits that lurk in the Highlands.
Alright. Yeah, we've only got a little bit of time left in this video, so I figured I would do some side questing stuff here. Like, we've got more of these hero pursuits. Those are the races on the main island. Now, I did just sort of run into one of them, and I think the problem is I didn't talk to the right person. Otherwise, it should have worked, and yeah, that first time I summoned Roach, she was facing the wrong direction and got left behind. Anyway, looks like we've got this path that'll take us all the way over to the starting line. Don't know why I'm approaching it on foot, but here we go.
Instead of chatting, pray to the goddess.
Glad you're here. We're one short of starting the race. You up for it?
Sure am.
Grab a horse. People, we've a third. Joining Bald Sigga and Fish Breath of Gear will be Geralt of Rivia. All of you ready?
Go, go.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this last time that we held a race on Skellige, but the main difficulty, if you can call it that, of this one
that all you got? Can't you go any faster?
Is the fact that there are 2 fellow racers instead of 1. Oh hey, we got another road marker. I think this storm is also a part of the race. That, or it might be left over from our chat with the one Druid. Either way, it's made it harder to see where you're going. But that's what the minimap is for.
Come on now.
Listen, folk. Our winner is Geralt of Rivia. You bathed yourself in honor, Witcher, and earned a beautiful prize.
Amazing how prizes, money, and everything else is held in some nebulous pouch just behind the lower back. Even though it's a cavalry saddle. Bit hard to hide. But we do have some other heroes' pursuits. And in fact, a final hero's pursuit, by the looks of that one I just clicked. So the last one, yeah, that looks like the one that I just sort of ran across in Fairland. So, no real road marker where I am. Nothing else to do but head over the hard way. Nice mood.
Slow now. Whoa.
What's this all about? Some random bandits engaging in some random home invasion. I just stumbled across them. Yeah, sure enough, it's a minor quest that I just ran into. It's an argument about raid loot distribution. Madman Lugos teamed up with an Ancrate.
You can come out. They're dead.
And got cheated. Or so he thinks, anyway.
Who are they?
Bandits. Madman Lugos's men.
And who are you, my good man?
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher.
Thanks for your aid. If you'd not come by, we'd have been done for.
Lugos will wonder what happened to his men. What'll you do?
Don't worry about us. Send my boy off to Cair Trolda, hasty like. The Earl's not like to let Lugos off. You'd best watch your own back. Lugos finds out, we'll try to get even.
Think I'll manage. Good luck.
Didn't even bother defending himself. Or acting like he needed to defend his actions. So, honestly, with the people around here, there's a good chance that he did in fact cheat Lugos, and that he figured it was, there it is. It moved for some reason. But yeah, there's a good chance that he did in fact cheat Lugos, and that he figured that doing so was fair game because he's an Ancrate. He and his people are Ancrates. And so, you know, ancient feud, rivalry. Who cares about those assholes?
Ain't Svanna let you join the pursuits? But have you truly the courage to run?
Mm-hmm. Let's do this.
Listen up, good folk. Riding for the glory of Modron Freya today are Geralt of Rivia, Arv Oarsman, and Red Ricka. Goddess watch over you, or grant you a beautiful death.
Alright, and off we go. And this place does not look familiar. So it could be that,
You win vagrants.
You ride like a woman.
Okay. Whoops.
Won't let you win vagrants.
You ride like a woman.
It could be that the horsemaster I found earlier was part of the first race that I just happened across twice.
And the winner is Witcher Geralt of Rivia! Such a feat deserves a reward. Here, may it remind you of your glory. Well, didn't expect an Outlander to win all three. You've one pursuit left, the most important. You'll face a true master of the chase. It's on Hindersfjall. Suggest you get going.
Wasn't expecting that race to be so short either. Anyway, so as you can see, Yennefer is on Hindersfjall, as is this final hero's pursuit. And Hindersfjall is the easternmost island here. I'm hesitating to go over there, because that's where the main plot is. I'd like to get a lot of these secondary quests out of the way first. Just finish up with old business before heading out to new business, so to speak. And speaking of which, there is that one family blade that I recovered. And with only a few minutes left in the video, I figure I might as well go hand it over. Already done the work on this one. Alright, looks like the man in question is guarding the settlement rather than the castle. Also, the dotted line is telling me to go in the opposite direction. Hang on. He is on the bridge guarding the castle. Dang it. Like, did he move? Does he go on a patrol route or something? No. Game is just being annoying, that's all. Or wait, no, hang on. That's the upper bridge. He was guarding the lower bridge. Okay.
Last night was...
And I cannot summon the horse in here. Alright, here we go. I can summon the horse out on the causeway. Just not in the tunnel. Alright, well he's less than 50 meters away now, so... It still might have been the faster route.
What is it?
Retrieved the property you lost.
Could you? Thanks be to Freya. Where'd you find it?
Northern part of the Isle, near the whale cemetery. Don't ask me how it got there, long story. At any rate, don't need to worry about the thieves. They won't steal ever again.
Your reward. Sure as hell earned it. And I'll add a bit more from myself. If Kulyu'd not been found, I'd have had to wash the shame away with my own blood.
Well, you're welcome then. And with that dealt with, I'd say I've done enough to fill up one video. druidic nonsense, beating people in races and fisticuffs, and giving back a blade I had already found.